So having learnt the domain and range, and you know what the answer should be, sort of where it will lie, we are going to solve few more problems. Okay. So this is sine of pi by 3 minus, what is sine inverse of minus half? You know sine inverse of half is 30 degrees. 30 is pi by 6. Okay. So I need to just put a minus because it is negative. So this is plus pi by 6. So this is nothing but sine of, what is pi by 3 plus pi by 6? 3 pi by 6, huh? And you just have to calculate the value for 3 pi by 6 and give it there. Suppose if you are not able to do with pi, this is nothing but how much? Pi by 3 is 60, you know. Pi by 6 is, sorry, this calculation is, yeah, this is correct only. So this is pi by 2. So what is sine pi by 2? You know it is 1. Suppose if you are not comfortable with pi, you can always convert. Pi by 3 is 60, pi by 6 is 30. You know this is 90 and you know sine 90 is 1. Okay. So you can do with angles also, but when you write in the examination inside the thing, generally it is convention to write with pi. And if you just look at the question, you will know whether you should give it in terms of pi or you can write it in terms of degrees also. Both are allowed. But the convention is to write in terms of pi. For calculation part, you can do it inside with angle so that it is easy. 60 plus 30 adding is much easier than adding this part. It will take little time. Okay. Now look at this question. Very, very important. Cos inverse cos of 2 pi by 3. Okay. What is 2 pi by 3? Basically 2 pi by 3 is 2 into 180 by 3. This is 60. This is 120. So do you understand? 120 is between 0 and pi. It is in the range. So cos inverse cos 2 pi by 3, I can just say 2 pi by 3. Okay. So for this part, this is going to be 2 pi by 3. But when I come to sine, what happens here? 120 does not lie in the principal domain of sine inverse. What is the principal domain for sine inverse? Is negative pi by 2 to positive pi by 2, both inclusive. So I am going to convert this 2 pi by 3 into a number which lies in this range. Okay. So this is same as sine inverse of sine. You know sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta. So when I do this, this becomes 3 pi minus 2 pi is pi by 3. So this is nothing but this is nothing but 2 pi by 3 plus sine inverse sine, and pi minus 2 pi by 3 is pi by 3. Now pi by 3 is in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So sine inverse and sine will go off. So this is nothing but 2 pi by 3 plus pi by 3, which is equal to 3 pi by 3, which is pi. So when you are going to cancel cos inverse with cos because they are inverse functions, this number should be in the principal domain. If it is not, we just make it into the principal domain. You know sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta. So this has come into the principal domain now. After that, you write sine inverse sine of pi by 3 and now these two gets nullified because both are inverse functions. So sine inverse sine x is just x. Okay. So always keep in mind whenever you do any problem, the principal domain is very, very important. Hope this problem is clear for you. We will do few more proofs now.